They didn't deserve this. His family didn't deserve this.
People ask me sometimes, they're like, Larry, you're a criminal defense attorney. How dare you betray our own? Bro, I am here for the truth. I don't care about being on the prosecution side or the criminal defense attorney's side. I'm on the side of the truth. So you can take that and take a hike with it, okay? You must follow the law. The law says...
Glorious. Is it a lawsuit? Probably. Why not?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up, It's the Law with attorney Larry Forman. Today we are going to cover Donna Adelson. Donna is in for sentencing. She was convicted of conspiracy to orchestrate the murder of Dan Markel back in July of 2014. Now, Donna is one of those people who is completely incapable of accepting responsibility. She is completely unable to accept the fact that people know that she was involved, that people know that she had more than just a hand in it. I mean, this woman is just one of the most diabolical creatures I have ever encountered in the criminal justice system, and that says a lot. I mean, I don't want to say she makes Brian Kohberger look good, but at least Brian Kohberger had the balls to plead guilty. She could not. She thought she was going to skate away from it. There's that clip I think we've all seen where she's just like mouthing the words, "You've convicted an innocent woman." Lady, get out of here, okay? Nobody believes you. Nobody buys this anymore. And today we're going to cover Harvey's statement and her statement to the court before the judge finally sentences her. Spoiler alert, she gets life imprisonment plus 30 years on each count. Those run concurrent, but they run consecutive with the life sentence. I know a lot of people ask me, like, Larry, how does that work? How do you get convicted of a life sentence plus 30 and 30, even though it's 30 total? To run concurrent, like I said. Well, if she appeals and in some realm, in some universe, she's able to beat, like, let's say the conspiracy charge due to prosecutorial misconduct, judicial misconduct, whatever. I don't think it's ever going to happen. There's a backup just in case you're also convicted on the other two charges, and you're not getting away with this, basically, is what that tells us. It's just not happening. You're going to die in prison, Donna. That's the end of it. No parole, by the way, as well. So let's watch Harvey's statement, because that was something else, folks. Let me tell you, that was something else. I have seen a lot of sentencings in my life. I have unfortunately had the liberty of participating in several sentencings myself. Back in the day, if you lose a trial, you go to the sentencing phase after the guilt phase. But this, what you're about to witness, folks, is extraordinary. In his infinite wisdom, Harvey Adelson and Donna Adelson, I think, conspired behind the scenes to try and get the maximum possible sentence for Donna. At some point, the judge, you will see, will even interrupt Harvey, and Donna's lawyer would have to rush to assist him in skipping over all the garbage that he wrote down. And I'm like, a part of me just looked at it and went, did nobody review this? Like, before he got up there? Did they just say, hey, you have a statement? Yeah, go ahead, whatever, and we don't care. Like, it's his lawyer's duties. Jackie, what are you doing? You're supposed to review that statement before. I'm like, just watch, folks. You'll see what I mean.
At this time, I believe that Mrs. Adelson's husband, Harvey Adelson, would like to address the court.
Very well. Do you wish to enter these letters into...
You're next, buddy. By the way, this guy's going to be next. Him and Wendi both.
They will be composite defense 1 for sentencing.
Thank you, Judge.
Dr. Adelson, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can lower your hand. You may speak.
Thank you, Judge, and respected officers of the court for allowing me to speak. I have been Donna Adelson's husband for over 50 years. My wife sacrificed everything so that she could pour her heart and soul into our children, our grandchildren, and our marriage. This summer was our 54th wedding anniversary, and I had to spend it without her.
And by the way, I can't stand those crocodile tears. This whole act that she's putting on of, oh, woe is me, you've convicted an innocent woman. Like, it's not going over well. The jury didn't buy it. That's it. It's over. Now is not the time to try and retry the case. Well, watch what happens.
And in mind, she has done nothing wrong, and yet is being punished for a crime that she did not commit. I thought we lived in a different kind of world, but I guess I was wrong. I have listened, watched, and sat in the courtroom for the entire trial, and I could not help but scream in my mind by the witnesses that were brought forward by the prosecution who told outright lies. I didn't know that you could lie in a courtroom, but apparently you can. Danny's parents contend that they have never seen their grandchild.
And by the way, this is after Katie Benoit, Sigfredo Garcia, Tuto Tato, Charlie Adelson, now Donna, they're all going away. Some of them are already in prison. Now Donna's next, and he's just like, I can't believe you could lie in a court. Like, what is this? This is not a character witness. This is an attempt to retry the case for the upteenth time. It's disgusting.
But for years they say they've never seen her. But Wendi has shared with me pictures and videos and letters from their visits. They have suffered immensely at the loss of their son, but they also contend to tell lies to the court about our grandchildren. Donna has always been a loving and caring wife and is innocent
Except for
of
Danny.
the charges. A biased judge and jury were influenced by
A biased judge and a biased jury. If you really want to win a judge over, tell them to their face, you are biased, Your Honor. Oh, that's going to win a lot of credibility and a lot of favor with the judge. I'm certain of it. What?
years of one-sided news pieces and
Before you
social
continue,
media.
Doctor, Ms. Fulford, this has nothing to do with the character of the defendant
May
or
I
relates to
just-
sentencing.
May I just 1 moment, please?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Now, watch what happens. Jackie comes into the rescue. He skips. They pan off the camera, unfortunately. But if you notice, she skips I think about a page and a half, at least, possibly even 2 full pages of information that this man was going to read to the court, and she's crossing it all out, and she's like, okay, listen, don't do this. I wish the camera would stayed on them. We would have been able to see exactly how much information she is forced to skip over. It's one of the most absurd things I have ever seen in a courtroom. The audacity of these people, the elitism, the belief that they are holier than thou, mightier than thou, is unparalleled. Unparalleled. I've never seen anything like this. And you'll see in a moment, he basically reads his closing paragraph, because that's all they have left. They've crossed everything else out.
Just 1 second, please.
Watch this.
All right, thank you for letting me continue. Donna did not participate in the heinous acts that she was convicted of doing. You are sending an innocent woman to prison. You have taken my wife, and you have taken my life as well. And for what? This is not justice. It is vengeance, and it is wrong.
That's it.
You have an examination for Dr. Adelson.
No, Your Honor.
That was 2 lines.
Okay.
That's all he had left.
Any other witness?
Everything
statement?
else was going to be slander against the court and an attack on... Oh my God, it's so bad. What are these people doing? I mean, I understand that Jackie doesn't really know how to practice law very well. She's a failed judge, as we covered the video. Or maybe I didn't do a video on it. Maybe I just tweeted about it. I can't remember. But Jackie used to be a judge. Jackie used to be a judge, and she is just so... No wonder she lost the judgeship. It was forcefully taken away from her. I don't know if you guys know that. She had a lot of ethical violations that deprived her of her judgeship. Folks, are you like me? Tired of all the lawyer gimmicky ads trying to sell you this and that? Listen, there are only 2 things you need to know. Number 1, you know who gets you the most money? Trial lawyers. I have 50 jury trials under my belt. Call 1-844-774-HURT if you want money in your pocket. If you've been in an accident, if you know somebody who has been hurt in any way, shape, or form due to someone else's negligence, 1-844-774-HURT. Get a trial lawyer on your team. Get a man that the insurance company fears. All right, folks. And we're going to end on this. And don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Donna Adelson. She did not testify in her own defense. She did not testify in Charlie's trial. She did not testify in McBenowa's trial or Tuto or Tato's trials. She didn't testify ever. But she decided in her infinite wisdom, you know what? I'm going to take the stand, in a way, I guess, in my sentencing as like a closing argument from Donna Adelson. Watch the audacity of this woman.
I need to speak loudly because this is not amplified.
Okay. Is this loud enough, Judge?
I can hear you.
Thank you for letting me speak. My son-in-law, Dan Markell, was a fine and decent man. He was well educated and passionate about his career. He was a good son-in-law, but more importantly, he was a caring and loving father. On July 18th, 2014, his car was followed, leaving his home. It should have been just like any other day, an ordinary day in the life of Ben and Lincoln's father.
Let me just say something, folks. I don't know, for those of you who may have followed me for a while, I'm an empath. I feel what other people are feeling. I feel zero emotion. When I listen to this woman, I feel nothing. Like, literally nothing. It's in the negatives. I feel disgust that this woman believes that she can act this way and actually accomplish something. That's the only thing that I feel. Let me know in the comments below if you feel similarly.
But it wasn't. He didn't know when he left his boys off at daycare that would be the last time he would see them and the last time they would see him. He didn't know when he went to the gym afterwards that would be the last time he would exercise. And he didn't know when he drove home that his life would end within minutes. Danny wasn't just being followed, he was being hunted. He was brutally murdered in broad daylight.
Zero
accountability. Sitting in his car, in his garage, by vicious killers. I cannot imagine.
I think if anything, she's really, really upset that she got caught and called out for it and charged and convicted. That's the only thing she's really afraid of. You know what I mean?
The terror he felt when he saw a gun pointed at him through the window of his car. I cannot conceive of his heroic efforts to stay alive during the hours after the attack. Danny died in the early morning hours of July 19th. His death is a loss to his children, his parents, his sister, all of us in his family, his friends, his colleagues in the legal community, and to his students at FSU Law School. Danny's boys.
And by the way, for the record, where are her ear thingies? Did her hearing suddenly get magically restored now that we are in sentencing? Was that also a show to the jury? Like, oh, I'm just a poor gamma. You know, I'm gam. Don't attack gamma. Like, that's so disgusting, this woman.
Photo of themselves with their Abba, their dad, beside their beds. They grew up kissing the framed photo and saying, "Good night, Abba, I love you." The pictures and memories are all they have because cruel, cold-hearted people took him from all of us who loved him. My heart was broken when Danny died. My grandsons were going to grow up without the father who loved them. I wondered, how could we help these boys through this trauma? It was then that my husband and I knew that the best way to honor Danny's memory would be to share with these children an abundance of love, the love that Danny would have given them if he were alive. It is interesting how the state can't make up its mind about who is what they call the, quote, mastermind behind this murder. In both of Catherine
Okay,
Magbanowicz...
by the way, red flag, folks. So now that I'm convicted, let me start arguing the case all over again. Your Honor, the state can't even decide who's the mastermind. Is it me? Is it Charlie? Is it Katie? Honey, you were convicted by 12 men and women unanimously of committing this crime, okay? If it was like a judge, one person making this decision, like in some countries where you don't have a jury, okay, I would say maybe there's like a 50-50, but this was 12 men and women independently of one another listened to the evidence, came to the conclusion, and they all agreed, yes, this woman was involved. It doesn't get much, beyond a reasonable doubt, mind you. Now, if she had a different lawyer, maybe, but the evidence was really damning against this woman. You know what I mean? It's really bad.
Trials, the state claimed she was the mastermind behind Danny's murder. In my son Charlie Adelson's trial, they claimed he was the mastermind. And now in my trial, they claimed that I, this grandma, was the mastermind behind the murder.
Just grandma.
I had no idea that other people planned to cut Danny's life short. And the people who did this are exactly where they deserve to be. But I had no knowledge that this horrible, evil act was going to take place. If I had become aware of this plan before Danny was murdered, I would have stopped it. With not one iota of actual evidence, the state convinced a Tallahassee jury that I solicited and conspired with other people to have Danny killed. Where is the evidence prior to the murder? The evidence beyond a reasonable doubt.
I love how the prosecutor is completely unfazed. She's over there probably like working on the cases that she has that afternoon. Like, I don't even think she's listening to Donna. I'm not gonna lie. She's eating it up, folks. She is eating it up by the spoonful. I love it. And this is coming from a criminal defense attorney. You understand? Like, people ask me sometimes, they're like, Larry, you're a criminal defense attorney. How dare you betray our own? Bro, I am here for the truth. I don't care about being on the prosecution side or the criminal defense attorney's side. I'm on the side of the truth. So you can take that and take a hike with it, okay?
That the state needed to prove their case. Where is the evidence before July 18th, 2014 at 10:50 in the morning?
Before you continue, Mrs. Adelson, as it relates to this statement, is the defense trying to re-argue the trial?
No, Judge, just giving Mrs. Adelson an opportunity to be heard.
Mrs. Adelson, you certainly can continue. However, the court can take into consideration the utter lack of remorse that you are displaying. Please proceed if you desire to do so.
So basically, he's calling her out. He's saying, look, do you want to try and retry the case for me right here? Or do you want to be remorseful and to show remorse and take accountability and apologize for your conduct and your behavior and, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, sure, but at least I'll take it into consideration, says the judge. Watch what Donna does.
Where is the
She shakes her head and just keeps on reading.
Evidence before July 18th, 2014 at 10:50 a.m. that revealed that I had any involvement in this vile and horrific act? Where is the solicitation and conspiracy evidence? The state needed to show that there was evidence before the murder to convict me. The state couldn't show that because there wasn't any evidence.
Okay, so basically the evidence after the murder, there's no evidence before the murder. Like, lady, really?
An innocent person. It makes you wonder if the jurors were sleeping when the state had Sergeant Corbett on the stand.
They really hate Tallahassee. They really, really hate Tallahassee. I'm starting to see it more and more. They think that they're just a bunch of brainless idiots. Like, life is in Miami. Life is down south. The real people are down south. Tallahassee is just a bunch of rednecks and...
For hours.
I don't get it.
Their own star witness testified that my phone was never, I repeat, never at my son's house on the night of the murder. The state's theory that my husband and I dropped off money to my son was blown out of the water by their own witness. And yet, the state continued to push that story, that lie of the so-called money drop to the jury through the remainder of the trial. And the jury bought into it, hook, line, and sinker.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Reasonable doubt.
All 12 of them. Idiots. Reasonable doubt. Donna, you should have taken the stand. Maybe they would have believed you.
Many months ago, my attorneys filed a motion for a change of venue. An expert witness testified that Tallahassee had been barraged with over 9 years of negative social media, printed news, television news, and podcast publicity about my family.
And by the way, for the record, the jury, when they were choosing and picking the jury, a jury selection for this trial, guaranteed every single one of them was asked, hey, have you heard something about this case? And they picked the ones that were like, no. Kind of like they did in the Karen Reed trial. No different.
He explained to the court, both with evidence and demonstratives, that for me to receive a fair trial, it needed to be held in any of the researched and designated areas in the state of Florida other than Tallahassee. All I wanted was a level playing field, but the court wanted the trial here in the hotbed of Tallahassee. I sat through 3 days of jury selection. 180 potential jurors were asked if they had developed an opinion in my case. Those that answered yes also added, I believe she is guilty. Not one person, not one, said, I think she may be innocent.
You know what that tells you? That tells you, lady, that pretty much everyone who has heard anything about this case and after they listen to the evidence does not believe you had zero involvement. That's your fault. You did this. Again, lack of accountability. I sound like a broken record at this point.
It's been a clue to the court to grant our motion for a change of venue, but the court denied the motion. One of my jurors admitted during jury selection that she had background information concerning what one of the state's witnesses would be testifying about. Why was she allowed to be on my jury?
What moment?
Another juror.
Mrs. Fulford,
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Mr. Zellman, again, this has nothing to do with...
Second time, the judge interrupts the defendant's statements post-conviction at sentencing. Folks, let me tell you, the judge should not be interrupting you a single time if you chose to speak. The judge interrupted you once and basically told you, hey, get your crap together and stop it. You were like, I don't care. I'm moving forward. The judge is now interrupting a second time. A second time. Like, do you understand what's happening here? A second time, he's being like, listen, lady, I'm giving you a chance. Stop. Just stop it. I'm being sincere. You're not accomplishing any goals. I am getting aggravated with you. I'm getting angry with you. I'm the guy who's literally about to sentence you. You want to keep this going? Let's see what happens.
...of any sort. This is a raising of grievances which are properly given to the appellate court.
Yep.
What does any of this have to do with sentencing?
Could I have just one moment, please?
The judge is so unimpressed. I mean, look at his bailiff. Look at his bailiff. The bailiff kind of gave him the... You're about to send her away forever, aren't you? Look. Like, well, I know what's about to happen. The other shoe's about to drop. Check this out. Hey, Jimmy, come over here. Some woman wants to get the maximum sentence. Get over here. Check this out, huh? Oh, man.
What happened to Danny is unforgivable. But I am an innocent woman convicted of this terrible crime without evidence. Danny was a brilliant legal scholar. He would have been appalled at the total lack of justice that went on during my trial. He would have been embarrassed to have his name associated with any of it.
Smearing a dead man is not a good strategy either, Donna.
There are two crimes here. The first was Danny being viciously murdered. The second one is taking my life, the life of an innocent woman. Convicting me should not be retribution for Danny's death. That is not justice for Dan. I've always respected the law. I've never gotten a parking ticket, but I'm going to prison for a murder I did not commit.
You didn't commit it, honey. You
I
orchestrated it.
do intend to file an appeal so that hopefully I have the opportunity to be given a fair trial outside of Tallahassee. 11 years ago, Danny was murdered and taken from all of us who loved him. For the past 9.5 years, the state has broadcast to the world, including Danny's parents and sister, that I hired hitmen to kill him. Never in a million years would I have wanted Danny to be harmed or killed, nor could I ever do something that would leave these two small boys to grow up without him. I love these boys more than life itself. This is a lifetime of loss for these children.
She did say one truth. She did say one truth in the entire statement. Those boys are her life, and she was willing to kill for them.
They didn't deserve this. His family didn't deserve this. Danny didn't deserve this. And so, as I appear before you today, Your Honor, I promise you with my whole heart, I swear to you on my life, I was not involved in any way with Danny's murder. I was not.
Is that it?
Defense have any further argument to make?
Then the defense kind of goes back and they try to argue that you can't use her lack of remorse in sentencing, and then we're going to appeal it. And then there's like a couple other points that the defense makes, and there are a few other witness statements that we're not going to go over. They're just all really boring, honestly. I would have gone over them. I just find them so boring, and I don't want to waste your time. I want to give you guys the juice. I want to give you guys the good stuff. So, yeah, Donna was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, plus 30 years on each count to run concurrent with each other, but consecutive with the life sentence. There we go. So that's the end of Donna, and hopefully we are going to see Wendi and Harvey going down next. Because this whole mishpucha, I swear to God, folks, I'm ashamed to say I'm the same religion as these folks. I really am. When I found out that they're Jewish, I was like, oh dear God, you really think that you are something. Like, how do you stoop so low? I don't understand. This is so unlike, I don't know, anything I've ever seen and ever. They really thought they were going to get away with it. She was convinced, Donna was convinced she was going to get away with it. The only reason, like I said, she's upset is because she got caught. She's upset that she got caught and she got tried and she got convicted. And this attempt to try and retry this thing again, the last vestiges of hope that she has, like, come on, dude, what's wrong with you? Just stop it. Just be normal. But she couldn't. She couldn't. Some people have said maybe it's the Adelson's family's last ditch effort attempt to kind of like influence the kids who are now teenagers. They're like 14 and 15, I believe. I previously misspoke about their ages, but I think they're about 14, 15 right now. The kids are probably watching this going, grandma's going to prison, a crime I didn't commit. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Poor kids. Honestly, other than Dan, obviously, who suffered through all of this, those poor children are growing up without a dad, now without a grandma, without an uncle, Charlie. The other uncle lives in New York, probably will never see him again because he doesn't want to be involved and associated with the family. And once Wendi and Harvey go away, who do they have left? They have nothing. It's so depressing. This whole thing is just so depressing. But I'm glad I followed it, and we're going to keep an eye out if anything comes out against Wendi or Harvey in the coming months or weeks or even days. I mean, you never know how fast the FBI is going to be moving or whatever. So I'm hoping that she does get charged, and I'm hoping that Harvey goes down with her. These people are just despicable. So anyway, folks, I wanted to cover this. I watched it live. I just haven't had a chance to record a video on it yet. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I love every single one of you, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.